Oh, ay na day, kailangan sila day. Naka-record na.
So, good evening everyone. We are the group 2 and I am the first reporter. My topic is all about the incident response, preservation, and collection. So, incident response was discussed before. The world is changing in technology in a rapid pace that people call drone or cyberspace for their business leisure. The event of the Internet of Things has made the world increasingly interconnected. So, when we see increasingly no is nagkuhan siya kanang nagka-increase, nagkapaspas ang atong pag-communicate sa other sa uban to through internet no bisan ganig bisag ahata nga nasod makakuan ta nila no mag-communicate through internet. Systematic procedure is imperative in any cybercrime investigation according to Clark 2010 and the UK examiners have shared with the Association of Chief Police Officer or ACPO guidelines. These comprise of four principles. First is no action taken by the law enforcement agencies of their agents should change data held on a computer or storage medic which more be subsequently relied upon the court. So, wala sila action nga ginatake no sa enforcement agencies nga dili siya ko ano dili siya relied or kanang dili bitaw siya kanang himuod sa korte. And then the second is in, cir- in circumstances which where a person finds and necessary to access original data although no computer or stage media that person must be competent to do and so be able to give evidence explaining the relevance and the implication of their actions. So, ang person daw kung niya no is mangita gid siya og kanang necessary nga maka-access siya og kanang original nga data. And then that person no must be competent sa iyang buhaton and able siya kanang to give evidence maka-explain bitaw siya nga sa evidence nga
Report
relevant
what estimation.
and then the third is an adult trial record of all computer-based or other process applied electronic evidence should be created and preserved. So, sabotable na kayo no? An adult trial record ako no? Ang tanan nga computer, mag-base to kuno sa other nga process. Ang modo kunong kuha na niya, ang evidences should be created and preserved. The last one is the person in charge of the investigation has overall responsibility for ensuring that principles are adhered to. Next report, ay sa.
Kuna ako.
Muna ka ng PPT dong?
Kanara ko kuno nay report.
Mara?
Ipadayon to Lopez.
Kaniray kani kay katong gikuan niya putol-putol.
Sorry. Hindi ka na.
Okay, sagon ako ha.
Pag-storya lang nga, inigahuman mo kay balik na kong PPT.
So, good ako. Good evening everyone din no. Ako na ang second reporter. Ako din si Renmark Bimalyao, second reporter sa Group 3. So, ako ang mag-continue ako sa report sa mong first reporter which is si Lopez sa incident response, preservation, and collection. So, the first responders are responsible for the acquisition step because this explores what investigators should do when called to a scene to investigate a cybercrime. The first reporter must document all aspects of the computer search, including the following. Number 1, which evidence was obtained? Unsa kuno nga ebidensya ang nakuha? Number 2, which individual or individuals gave the evidence? Ano to mga individuals nakakuha o balik sa ebidensya? Number 3, who was the evidence gathered? Asa daw ito nakuha ang ebidensya? Number 4, when was the evidence was collected? Kung kano sa itong mga ebidensya na kolekta o nakuha. Number 5, how was the evidence acquired? Number 5, sa ebidensya pagkuha. Yung sa ebidensya. So, parayon ta. Moreover, digital forensic investigator must carefully choose the forensic to be used in the digital examination. It must be able to perform various tasks depending on the need of the case. As stated by Latgens 2014, the live response you choose should be capable of predicting the following live response data from the system. Number 1, the system time and date including the time zone. Number 2, operating system version information. Number 3, general system information such as memory capacity, hard drives, and mounted file systems. Number 4, list of services and programs configured to automatically start and boot up, such as web servers, databases, multimedia applications, and email programs. Number 5, list of tasks scheduled to automatically run at given times or intervals. Number 6, list of local users, accounts, and group membership. Number 7, network interface details, including IP and MAC addresses. Number 8, routing table, ARP table, and DNS cache. Number 9, network connections, including associated processes. Number 10, currently loaded drivers or modules. 11, files and other open handles, running processes including details such as parent progress, ID, PID, and runtime. System configuration data, user login history, including username, source, and duration. Standard system log data, list of installed software, appropriate application log data, web browser history, antivirus logs, and so on. Number 18, which is the last, is the full file system listing, including the appropriate timestamps for the file system. Next is the incident response. Kaya makita nga estimation ng incident response. Digital forensic analysis of forensic image may contain millions of information. Kanina ang digital forensic analysis of forensic image kay contain siya mga milyon-milyon ng mga informasyon. Diri daghan kini siya mga sulod nga information kaning digital forensic analysis sa incident response. It is therefore crucial that the identification and collection of the digital evidence be done in a very systematic manner to ensure the admissibility of the digital evidence, as stated by the Latgens 2014. Parayon ta, lagot taning, according to Carroll 2018, responding to an incident or conducting a search involving computer systems is a dynamic environment requiring numerous considerations based on the state of computer systems rather when investigative personnel active. Alright. However, the law enforcement officers must see to it that they have the right to either search or seize the evidence in question. They emphasize that the enforcers should never assume that they have the consent to search or seize compute equipment. It is a standard operating procedures to ensure compliance with all policies and laws when conducting an investigation. It has been emphasized throughout this book that digital evidence on computers and other electronic devices can be easily altered, deleted, or destroyed. I-emphasize na din sa libro ni nga katong mga digital evidence on computers kay dali daw makuan, ma-delete, ma-error or makuan, maguba kung ma-intrude ni siya sa mga cybercrimes, mga kuan, cybercriminals. And padayon ta, first responders should document, photograph, and secure digital evidence as soon as possible at the scene. According to Maras 2015, when securing and evaluating the scene, the first responder should check whether the computer is powered off or on. So according daw di Maros daw sa 2015, kung mag-secure daw or mag-evaluate sa kanuntuan, scenario sa mga scene, kani daw first responder so, kay dapat i-check niya or i-secure niya kung whether ang computer is ga on about or off. So the powered off devices, only mga sa powered off device. First one is the follow departmental policy for securing crime scenes. Next is immediately secure all electronic devices, including personal or portable devices. Next is ensure that no authorized person has access to any electronic devices at the search or crime scene. Next is refuse offers of help or technical assistance from any unauthorized persons. Dapat dili ka mo dawat dayon sa mga kuan kung mag request og ay mag-suggest og tabang tong mga laing tawo nga dili authorized ana nga kuan field. Next is remove all persons from the search crime scene or the immediate area from which evidence is to be collected. So dapat kung dito sa crime scene katong mga kung nay mga tao dito dapat pahawaw to nimo sila tanan kay posible makuhaon to niyo sa uban tong mga ebidensya dito nasa mga masamang loob mga buhaton. Next is ensure that the condition of any electronic device is not altered. Siguraduhon din daw nga ang kondisyon sa mga electronic device sa mga computer kay dili jud mailabtan. Last is leave a computer or electronic device off if it is already turned off. Components such as keyboard, mouse, removable storage media, and other items may hold latent evidence such as fingerprints, DNA, or other physical evidence that should be preserved. Furthermore, when gathering evidence from powered off devices, Cybercrime Investigation Manual 2011, the first responders must secure and take control of the scene both physically and electronically. Physically means sending away all persons from the scene, and electronic means disabling the modem and network connection. Kato niya kung gingon nga kung nato yung mga tao dito sa crime scene kay dapat hawaw to sila i-clear daan tong field para walay magkailabot o walay magkasamok-samok. Next is however, the first responders must make it sure that the computer is switched off because some screen savers may give the appearance that the computer is switched off, but the hard drive and my monitor activity lights may indicate that the machine is switched on. This can be done by moving the mouse or pressing the Alt or Control K on the keyboard. Likewise, they must be aware that some laptop computers may power on by opening the lid. It is necessary to remove the battery from the laptop computers. So, according to Cavrestad 2018, the following are suggested when the computer is powered off or switched off. Label and photograph or video all the components undisturbed or untouched, and if no camera is available, do a sketch plan of the system. Unplug the power and the other devices from sockets. Never switch on the automatic or any circumstances. Kung muhawa mo or mubiya mo, kaya dapat naka-off yun dapat kung may mga saksak, inya yung double check kung nakasaksak ba. Label the ports in and out and cables so that the computer may be reconstructed at a later date if necessary. Carefully open the side casing of the CPU or laptop and identify the hard disk. Detach the hard disk from the motherboard by disconnecting the data transfer cable and power cable. Note, this may not be possible in some laptops and tablet devices. Next is take out the storage device hard disk carefully and record unique identifiers like make, model, and serial number. If the entire CPU is seized, also note down any unique identifier. Last is the get the signature of the accused or witness or hard disk by using permanent marker. Ensure that items are signed and completed exhibit labels. So that's all for my report, no? So, wala na. That's all. That's all for my report, no? So next, pupunta sa next reporter which is si Laure. Day, Manaday.
Ane? Ane?
Nadugog na, Annalyn? Nadugog na, Ray? Okay, I am the next reporter. There are four basic incident response steps. First is isolate and preserve the state of the computer as it is when law enforcement first encounters it. Then do a visual assessment to determine if there is anything that requires immediate action. Second, preserve violate data by imaging RAM. There are many simple ways they can be accomplished, but all require the introduction of incident response software. As an initial matter, the changes to the computers caused by imaging RAM are minimal, contained, and usually identifiable. These changes are especially the minimus when one recognizes that any computers which is powered on is always in a fluid state of motion and changes that taking place regardless what actions are taken by the examiner. Furthermore, Carroll 2017 stated that the risk created by not imaging RAM is often much more significant. The average computer sold between 2015 to 2016 came with a minimum of 6 gigabytes of RAM. Third is, once RAM has been preserved, check for signs of encryption. The two most common encryption detection tools are encrypted disk detector by Magnet Forensic or CryptoHunter by the Software Engineering Institute and at Carnegie Mellon University. And last is create a forensic image. If there if there are no indications of encryption and RAM has been successfully imaged, power should be removed from the system to abruptly stop all operations. And the next is steps in incident response and imaging. The value of the digital evidence present at the search scene will depend on how it was detected. So there are three steps in incident response. First is image RAM. Second, check for encryption. Third is image hard drive. Step 1. Imaging the RAM. As the first step in incident response, preserving the RAM has many advantages for the digital investigators. The RAM at a minimum of Windows 10 OS would be at least 4 GB to run properly. This 4 GB of data is too many to disregard. As emphasized by Carol, for years, law enforcement has debated the value of imaging RAM with the encounter a powered computer, a powered on computer with an active user's account logged in. A computer system, according to Clark, fundamental has two sources of data that are of interest to the forensic examiner: volatile and non-volatile memory. Volatile memory probably relates to the main RAM of a computer, but also includes cache memory and even register memory. Forensic investigator typically focus upon the main memory as this as a significantly larger capacity than the other two, with system 2 or 4 gigabytes of data. RAM is very important in digital investigation as it contains gigabytes of information. To emphasize the importance of RAM in digital forensic analysis, stated that RAM is the kitchen table of the computer system. Any action the user system takes within the system will access the RAM. Every mouse click and every keyboard button that is pushed will be processed through the RAM, and you can recover entire files, passwords, and the next that was placed into the clipboard. All of these are potentially source of digital evidence. Sometimes you can recover the encryption case for closed encrypt containers that have been created by the RAM. Excuse me. One of the biggest mistakes to commit in digital forensic analysis is to underestimate the digital information in RAM. As argued by Carol, many agents still prefer not to acquire RAM because they believe that RAM is unlikely to contain relevant audience. He mentioned that the Times agents base this belief on the specific nature of the investigation. With his experience as digital forensic analysis, he gave the following reasons why it is important to image the RAM at the crime scene. First is an aggressive defense counsel may argue that RAM might have contained exculpatory evidence and its intentional destruction amounts to a knowing bodily violation. Second is there is increased possibility the hard drive of the computer to the search will be encrypted, and the contents of RAM may include artifacts what is or has acquired on the system. This can include but not limited to the following. First is configuration information. Second, type commands. Third is password. Fourth is encryption keys. Fifth is unencrypted data. Six is IP address. Seven, internet history. And eight, is chat conversation. And that's all my report. And thank you.
Four basic incident response steps. With the increased likelihood of encountering encryption, prosecute an agent should familiarize themselves with the four basic recommended methods for responding to a computer that is powered on with a user logged in. First, isolate and preserve the statement of the computer as it is when law enforcement first encounters it. Do a visual assessment to determine if there is anything that requires immediate action. For example, consider disconnecting the system from the network if the responder detects excessive hard drive CVT, suggesting the drive is being wiped. Consider terminating the wiping program if possible, or removing power from the computer to prevent further damage. Second, preserve volatile data by imaging RAM. There are many samples as say this can be accomplished, but all require the introduction of incident response software. Incident response software is typically introduced to the target computer by inserting external storage media such as USB drive. Some incidents responders have expressed concern that the intrude of anything to the target computer changes evidence and make computer inadmissible. While that is always a theoretic, theoretical risk, the risk is quite small, and it is usually greater risk not to image RAM. Iubos pa. Yeah. Third, once RAM has been preserved, check for signs of encryption. The two most common encryption detection tools are encrypted disk detector or EDD by Magnet Forensics or Cryptionter by the Software Engineering Institute of Carnegie Mellon University. When executed, both tools rate the presence of a number of different volume and disk-based encryption programs. Finally, create a forensic image if there are no indication of ENC and RAM has been successfully imaged. Power should be removed from the system to abru- abruptly stop all operation. Removing power prevents maintaining or counter forensics program from running. The CEO changes to the system during the standard shutdown process of preferably hardware write block should be applied to the hard drive, and further actions are taken to prevent the imaging process from the information to the drive being snagged or otherwise changing the data investigated. That's all. Next reporter.
and analyze valuable artifacts that are often only found in memory. Magnet Forensics, ING 2019. Next slide, Dai. Next slide. Ver- Verification is the final step in the preservation proof summaries for indents to be admissible. There must be a method to verify that while dents presented is exactly the same as the original evidence collected. Verification is accomplished by using a mathematical algorithm that calculates a number based on the contents of the indents. As explained by Cartool 2410, a hash value is result representing specific data set. For example, a particular file record or hard drive file, which is generated by an algorithm is a Cathink alphanumeric and combination of letters and numbers. Figure 55. Hashing is the process of using a mathematical algorithm in against data to produce a numeric that representative of that data. Next slide. Next slide. Ay, mauro to. Thank you. Ay, apel pa ni. Ah,
Na. Okay na.
mauro to,
Thank
Day.
you.
Okay na to, Day?
Oh.
Sige, thank you.